What up, guys? There were so many people waiting, I just figured let's just get her going. I'm gonna try to do a little different. I'm gonna try to respond as they come in. So if I miss you, I'm sorry. But, how's our music? Bon Rogers with the 20 already. Starting off the stream. We haven't even started yet. Love the vids. Keep them coming. Bon, thank you, man. Yeah, like the last week of vids has been... I mean, the riding's been sick. Sometimes it's hard to make the videos when conditions are that gnarly. But thank you for the support, Bon. The continued support, my friend. And then Xander, remember for a year. Let's go. 1 year of putting up with my degeneracies. Dude, Xander, it has been an incredible a journey having you a part of this squad, man. We haven't even got to you yet. I got a clip loaded up from Xander. Stoked you had a good time in Schweitzer. But just thanks for the support, man. It honestly means a lot. I edit on a Mac, Mike Tour. Can't wait to watch your trip. Yes, this is different than the road trip. The road trip is still going on. Basically, next week I will be leaving for the large trip up through the Pacific Northwest into British Columbia. This is something that just came up last week. Very spontaneous sort of thing is what's going on. But we're still going on the big planned trip. This is just kind of like I said, just kind of like an impromptu thing. What up, Kyle Carnes? Jack McCarthy. Chin, Josh, Cameron. What's up, Cameron? Music's good. Okay. No Insta360. My latest video. GoPro. Yeah, Tuesday stream. I'm gonna be just don't really know what to expect for tomorrow with the traveling and stuff, so I decided to just rip it today. Probably won't. Yeah. Better than. Streams are still Wednesdays. Just today I had to make a little adjustment. Figured let's let it rip. Music's good. Loving your progression. Thank you, Nick. Love you too, Potato. What up, Kevin? You should go to Washington State and ride some mountains there. Going to be going to Washington here at the end of the month, actually. Thank you, Kyle. Yeah, Utah. I mean, right now, guys, there's no better place than Utah to ski. Like, we have the most snow in North America. The Wasatch is just unbelievable. It's snowing again right now. It's just nonstop. So, the Xander with the 30 snowbird pass one, guys. I have 5 of my 7 days used up. 5 of my 7. Dude, $30, man. That is no small amount of money. Thank you, man. I'm a little bit concerned. I think these trips are a saving grace because I won't be able to go to the bird. But once I get back in like March, it's going to be kind of like an iffy situation with how many days I have left. Especially if I want to ski into April and stuff like that and like all that. So it is snowing in PC, yeah. I haven't heard about any new ARVs coming out. I have been to Alaska back in 2018. I went heli skiing once. Are you going to Japan? No, but I wish. What up, Sue? Appreciate your vids, Lucas. Hopefully see you out there one day. Thank you, Mike. Honeycomb Cam for Solitude's looking thick. Yeah, the snow is definitely heavy today. It's wet. You going to Idaho this season? Maybe in March. We'd be hitting Mission Ridge in Washington. I don't know, to be honest. Tahoe was fun. That was a little while ago, but Tahoe was a fun trip. It's always a battle out there, I feel like. Favorite content to watch, you did so great. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that, man. Lucas been an inspiration to myself to start uploading skiing videos myself. One day I hope to shred as hard as you. Thanks for being such a positive influence. Thank you, Nick. That is what it's all about, dude. Make sure if you have some clips, send them in so we can show them and share them on the live stream, dude. I'm going to be in Big Sky this week, and I wish I could switch my trip to Utah. Big Sky's sick, man. Have fun in Big Sky. Enjoy it while you're there. But yeah, Utah is sick. Mammoth shut down operations. Yeah, I mean that's the one bummer with all those California mountains is like it just gets so gnarly that they just close down. It's super rare that stuff just closes in Utah. Even in big storms, at least you'll be able to ski it. But that's crazy. I mean, Mammoth is just getting hammered. What up, Billy? Oh, jeez. Yes, I'm gonna announce the trip this stream. Yes. We're only 2 minutes into the stream. We started early. Lucas, can you do a rail or backflips? No, I can't do either. Glad someone has snow right now. Right coast sucks. Dude, I'm sorry about that, Bon. Hopefully, I think it looks like you guys are supposed to get some snow soon. Appreciate the channel, man. Long time viewer. Got in a massive car accident. Ruined my season. Oh my god, dude. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I hope you're all good. I hope like nothing like crazy or major. But heal up, man. You missed Mineral opening on Saturday. Yeah, I was there. I was at the Bird on Friday. Lucas has a surprise announcement. I do, man. Your videos are awesome. Please keep uploading. They're the only thing that makes my day every day. I have no plans to stop for this season, my friend, so there will be videos through and through, man. Sean, we don't race at Lime Rock Park. I have before, but just this season, we just don't go there with this series. But yeah, not this year. I won't be at Lime Rock. All right, we'll not be going to the East Coast this season, Devin. Billy, with the 11. Cheers to the best ski vlog out there and the best community as well. Keep the Stoke rolling, baby. Thank you, Billy. 11 months, dude. It feels like it's been longer than that. But thank you, dude. Nearly 1 year of Stoke, dude. What up, Parker? It's my duty. I've been watching since the start of your channel. Hope to see you at Meadows and possibly Ripple Lap would be my dream. Keep it up. Josh, thank you, man. I should be at Mount Hood Meadows here shortly. Lucas, do you have merch? I do not have any merch. What up, Jennings? More Papa Joe. I feel like there's too much Papa Joe. I gotta make sure, like, if there's too much Papa Joe, then it gets boring. So I gotta dose him in. $14 herniated disc. Come back stronger next year. You will, man. At least you're alive and kicking, dude. Supposed to warm up over here for the next 2 weeks. Just stinks this season. That is rough. It's kind of crazy that it's still that shallow right now, I guess. Like, you'd think at least you can kind of give a pass for November, for December, but like once you get in that January, February, it's like, I said it last year, like even March can be, March can go either way. March you might just get springtime, so it's like if you don't have the snow early, yeah. Swiss Alps or Japan? No. You're having amazing snow here. Love seeing the I know, it's been the best year of my life. I mean, best year of most people's lives, too. I mean, this is an incredible season of skiing. Are you headed to VIR? Yes, Mark. I will be at VIR in June, I think. Right at the smack dab hottest part of the year. But yeah, we will be at VIR, dude. VIR is awesome. Would you ever come shut in Maine? Probably not. Not really planning on going to the East Coast, my friend. Congrats on a 1 million view short. Pretty cool. I know. Thanks, Parker. Pretty wild. Never had anything hit 1 million. I think it's at 1.2 million now or something. When are you gonna ski with Tara again? Chin asks the good questions. I don't know. I gotta get her back. She doesn't really ski that much. She's a very, very, very light skier, so I gotta work on her a little bit. I think Tara will come to the Stoke Squad meetup, DC. Thinking about getting Armadas for next season. I have Atomics, but watching you use the Armadas has made me want to get some. That's sick, dude. Definitely recommend demoing them. It's always a smart idea to demo skis just to make sure you like it, but yeah, I mean, I've loved the Armadas. I used the White Walkers today, and it was just such a fun ski to use. And going to DV and Cottonwoods in a few weeks. If you like you know, bigger mountain stuff, you really got to check out Empire and Lady Morgan, I would say, are like your two biggest spots. The daily shoots off Empire are some of the gnarliest stuff, you know, I think in the Park City area for sure. I mean, they can just be tricky, so definitely check out Empire and Lady Morgan. Is it feasible to ski the West right now with 96? It is. Just when we're getting a foot snowstorm dumps, like, you're gonna struggle in it, and is my opinion. I'm not saying you can't ski in 96, like, there's a bunch of people out there, but you know, when you have these big storms, it's definitely better to have a bigger ski. And of course there's people who are like, oh, you know, back in the day, you know, they used to ski on skinny skis or whatever, and it's like, yeah, well, ski technology has advanced since then, and it's like you don't see like pro skiers ripping on skinny skis in crazy pow. So live stream while skiing would be insane. Yeah, that would be cool. I think the only issue with that is just connection, but maybe I could try it at the Stoke Squad meetup. Solitude or Deer Valley? That's a good one. I would probably prefer Deer Valley just because I know that mountain a bit more, and it's just like getting up the Cottonwoods lately has just been like a sport in of itself. Both are sick. I think Deer Valley can be a little bit more farmable in my opinion, which I enjoy, but just escaped Mammoth yesterday, nuking. I bet, Chris. We were just talking about that. It looks gnarly up there. Do you and Liv not ski together? I would think she's a YouTuber too. I know it's a different audience that she would be in some videos. I mean, we will sometimes, but I mean, Liv has skied. Today might have been her 4th day that she skied all year. She just doesn't ski that much. She's not really a winter person. And yeah, her whole audience is about wellness and health. So maybe it'd be cool. We used to ski it together more, but you know, we don't really, not that we don't ski together, it's just she just doesn't really like skiing that much. I'm in Park City right now. What Armada do you recommend for the most skilled skiers? I mean, it all just depends what you're looking for, but I think the ARV line is kind of their signature line for most things. The ARV 106, the 96, the 116 is kind of what I would think is some of their best stuff. Their innovation series is a little bit more niche. That's where the White Walker is, the ARG, the short pants. That stuff is, yeah, a little bit more niche. Chris Naughty, new windshield fun. Dude, my windshield is screwed. I'm surprised you noticed that. And it all started in California. I had like a little crack, and then by the time I drove to San Diego and back, it was like halfway, and like now the crack just spidered all the way across. So definitely gonna replace it in the, I think in the spring. But thank you for the 20, Chris. New windshield fun. Hopefully my insurance will cover that. Best mountain to ski, I'm going to probably have to go with Snowbird. Lucas, do you use a lav mic when skiing, or is it all audio? It depends. I've been using a lav mic more. However, if it's a powder day, I can't use the lav mic because it's not like waterproof. And for whatever reason, like this is the setup. This is like a little Zoom H1 recorder that I plug in this lav mic. It's a wireless lav. I clip it on. Whatever reason, this thing has been giving me, like, you guys might have even heard it, is like gives me like these little humming sounds. So I haven't been a huge fan of this. For the most part, if the max is on my helmet, the audio on that is just fine unless it's super windy. The place where this really helps is if I'm putting the max out on the big pole. It just can't really pick up my voice. So I haven't really perfected the audio setup just yet. But honestly, the audio out of the max is really good. What's the fastest you fit in a car, and what about skis? You know, I just started tracking my skiing this year, and I think I've been up to like about 60 miles an hour. Fastest in a car is 165-ish in there, 165. Con Rogers with the 10. Heli fun to get up to heli fund. Bond starting a helicopter fund. Let's go. That'd be sick. I think that'd piss everyone off if I just helicoptered up the canyon, dropped off at Snowbird. But thank you, man, for the 10. Yeah, I don't know what the right answer is with the whole with the whole Cottonwood stuff, but last Friday was just like, I mean, it's fun. It's kind of like, it's part of the experience, but man, it's like, it can also ruin the day having to wait so long just to get up to the mountain and everything. But, you know, it's all part of it. But thank you for the 10, man. And Willie, welcome to the Stoke squad. Willie Wilson. Jeff Price for the 10. Looking forward to hearing about your next adventure. Windshield fun. It's all right. I think we'll get the windshield taken care of, but thank you for the 10, Jeff. Thank you for the 10, Bon. Thank you for the 20, Chris. I want to get the 116 JJ. People keep telling me not to and go for a smaller ski like one because it would be better. Yeah, I mean, look, here's the thing, guys. The JJ is a powder ski. Like, it is not an all-mountain ski. If you're looking for a ski to rip around the mountain in all conditions, I do not recommend the JJ, to be honest. I know I use it. I've used it like every day, really, for the past few years, but it doesn't mean that I necessarily recommend it for someone else. You know, it's got a big rocker to it. Just not a ski that would be prime in less than POW conditions. I just don't really give a shit about skiing groomers and like carving, so for me, I don't really care. But if I were to recommend something to someone for an all-mountain ski, I just wouldn't recommend the JJ. It's just not really the right thing to recommend. I think something in that 110, even 100 to 110 would be a good all-mountain ski for out west. I wouldn't go any more than 110. Eric gifted the 5. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Lou, Austin, PJ, James, and Jack. Thank you, Eric. You are a boss, dude. I appreciate that, man. And Willie with the 5. Thank you, guys. 281 people. This might be a record. I don't know why we have so many people in the stream today. It must be my clickbait title. But if you guys are in here, say hello, say where you're from, say what's going on. Thank you guys for stopping by the stream. Justin Redlich says, I saw your recent videos at Snowbird at the same time as you, but couldn't see you because I did some easier trails with my sister. That's awesome, man. Skiing with the family, nothing like it. How you ski with the big selfie stick and poles? I can't hold both. Dude, it sucks. I'm not gonna lie, it's very tough. Sometimes I have a better grip on it than others, but you literally just gotta kind of hold the two. I kind of choke up on the pole a little bit. Like, it's, yeah, it's not an easy thing to do, but, it also gives the best impression when you still see the pole in my hand. You're like, whoa, how did he do that? You know what I mean? But yeah, it's not easy. Yeah, Jeff, does your auto experience cross over into skiing? Absolutely, I think so, especially tree skiing and stuff like that. And I think when people see the videos about the tree skiing, I think it looks a lot crazier than it feels, because when I'm skiing those trees, like, I've already made turns, like, I don't know how much in front of me, but like, I've already made the decisions before they're even happening in real time. So it's like, to me, it looks, in the camera, it looks like, oh my god, he's gonna hit a tree, but in my mind, like, I already know where I'm gonna go. I know where the trees are. It's like I'm already ahead of the thing. So, yeah, the racing's definitely helped for sure. Reaction time's big, and I think it works both ways too. Skiing also keeps me sharp for racing in the summer too. Eric, I'm not going to let go of your promise of an East. I thought we moved the goalpost to that. Thank you for 1 month, man. Did we say 100K or was it 500K? Or was it 1 million? Matt Edwards with the 20 saying, I'm feeling better from the flu, but still getting all the crud out of the throat. Luckily, it's clear, not yellow or brown. I'm glad to hear that, Matt. I feel like there's something that was going around for a little while, whether it was the flu or cold or whatever it was, but I'm glad you're feeling better, dude. How are you getting in the warm van after being on the slopes? I can schedule my heater to come on at certain times, or I can leave it on forever or whatever. So typically I'll just schedule it for like 1 o'clock, 1 to like 3. I usually come in between that time, so then the heater's running when I get in and it's nice and toasty, so. How often do you wax your skis? I haven't waxed my skis. I've been wanting to take them into wax, but for some reason my van just ends up at the next mountain and I just start skiing again, but I should bring them in to get waxed. At least the JJs, but I've never personally waxed my skis. $5 million is the new East Coast record. Jay gifted the 5. Wanaka, Yernuris, Geezy Gamer, Finger, Luca, and Tyler. Welcome. Jay, thank you for the 5, dude. Jay, thanks for all you do, man. We all appreciate you. Let's go. Jay, keeping his streak alive. And then Chris J with the 20. Man, you guys are on it. 20 minutes into the stream. Holy shit. Emily Wilson says, I love your videos. Thank you, Emily. Jay, Chris, thank you guys. Seriously. Huge. When should I announce it? Should I do it now and then as people come in we keep saying, or what do we want to do? We said 100K East Coast. You better go through there. I'm burning a pair of Armadas. Oh, man. All right, 100K. I think that'll... Oh, man. I think that'll probably be not next season, but the season after that, if we're still here. Should probably plug my laptop in. Nice. The goalpost got moved to Switzerland. What's it? Do we have to get for? Dude, Little Cottonwood Canyon for a month. We don't need any subscriber count for that. I gotta just get on that program. Just ski Little Cottonwood straight for a month, dude. I would either end up dead in a hospital bed or I don't know. I think I gotta change this. Oh god. All right, I'm just scrolling down. Would I recommend PC or the Cottonwoods? I would recommend Park City for an intermediate skier. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of them, to be honest. Really. There's just more advanced terrain in Little Cottonwood for sure. If you're looking to progress into advanced skiing, maybe the Cottonwoods. But Park City has a lot of good terrain from intermediate to expert. Oh, did I miss one? Shit. Thank you, Devin. I don't know how I missed it. Floyder, $20. Hey, my young son loves skiing, but he has bad mental health issues. Sometimes your videos have been a clutch distraction to keep him from spiraling with negative thoughts. Thank you. Floyder, first off, man, hold on. I just choked my words here. The most rewarding thing about this whole thing is seeing whether it's a father and son, a mother and daughter, whatever it is, that sort of generation enjoy this stuff together, and having my videos kind of bring people together through that has been the best thing, because I value skiing with my dad so much, and my whole family for that matter. So, thank you for the $20, but also, more importantly, is the impact that the videos have had on your son. So I hope you guys are doing well. I'm stoked you guys enjoy the videos, and skiing is a medicine for everyone, so I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the 20. Tell your son I said hello. And Devin, thank you, man. I don't have the audio like I used to when I streamed in my house, so I miss, like, before I would put like a sound effect. All right, I'll announce it because you guys are getting impatient. So I am going to British Columbia tomorrow. I'm flying to Calgary from Salt Lake, and I am going to Lake Louise for a day, and then we go to heli ski with CMH, and then from there we go to Revelstoke, and then I'm flying back out. But perhaps the most amazing part of it on my end is that I am doing it with Abe Kislevitz. For whatever reason, he invited me to go on this trip with him. It's just me, him, and his girlfriend, but I basically just show up and everything is taken care of. So there's like a whole itinerary of lodging, transportation, dinners, meetings with like these marketing people at each resort. And so for me, the sickest thing is doing this with someone like Abe. He is who I met up with at Mammoth, and I've talked about it before, but there's just no one bigger in the space for GoPro than Abe. So for me, just getting to learn from Abe, getting to see how he uses his cameras, his editing, like that, to me, that's more important than even the destinations that we're going to, which are just sick. Lake Louise, never been. Revelstoke. I've never flown out of the country to ski. I got a pack tonight. I'm like, I don't even know how to do this. So it's the reason why it's trip of a lifetime for me is, like, if you were to tell me that I'd be going on a heli trip with someone like Abe Kislevitz, like, I would just tell you, like, there's no freaking way. And so I'm incredibly stoked. I am just like, I'm still in awe because Abe could have invited anyone in the world. I mean, this dude knows people from Chris Benchetler to anyone else, whether it's a filmer or a skier. And so the fact that he asked me to go, it was kind of like, there's just, I was like, okay, it's cool that he even considered me. Like, that's a win in my book, but there's no way it's going to come to fruition. And then, like, then I started sending documents over, and I was like, okay, we're almost there, but not really. And then once I got my confirmation flight and stuff, I was like, okay, this is actually happening. Like, I'm nervous as shit. I'm so nervous. Like, oh my God. Like, and it still just hasn't hit me, really, because I've been focused on whatever these last 2 days of skiing, and it's like, it's just, it's incredible. So that's what I'm doing Wednesday to Sunday. And just absolutely wild. So I don't know if we literally have 1 day to fly. It's not like it's a moving range. It's 1 day. It's Friday. So if it's bad weather, like, we might not even fly. But the fact that I'm just even going to be up there, like, my plan is to still daily vlog everything. But I mean, guys, it's just like, if I could, I mean, it's like I show up at the airport and like I'm getting a private shuttle to a hotel, and I'm like getting a room and then a dinner and then a private shuttle to the mountain. Like, it's insane. To me, it's nuts. It's just crazy. So that is the that's the trip. And then yeah, just surreal. I mean, just surreal. I mean, obviously I don't think conditions are going to be like what they are in the Wasatch, but again, that's not the point. For on my end, it's just I'm just enamored by Abe's work and what he represents, and I think it's only going to really help the channel in terms of production value and quality and stuff like that. So it's gonna be insane. And then when I get back, I'm going to Deer Valley for 2 nights. They put me up into like a ski in, ski out condo, and like we just are so happening to get like another 2 feet of snow. So it's going to be pretty sick, staying in a condo and then just ripping pow at Deer Valley. And then after that, then I am heading out, going to be gone out of Utah for the next like 2 months. We'll be doing the Pacific Northwest, British Columbia, Alberta, and possibly northern Idaho, and then coming back down for the Stoke Squad meetup. So that's kind of the plan here. I know I've been in Utah since the holidays, but I will be kind of heading out here shortly. So that's, lots of stuff is going to ramp up. A lot more van travel going to be going on here pretty soon. But I feel bad leaving Luna, but I'm sure she understands. So someone, I think Parker asked before if I was linking up, because Abe's at Solitude right now, but we're all flying out together tomorrow and stuff like that. So didn't link up with him when he's at Solitude, but we'll be together. Abe is a Stoke master. Huge step. I know, it's crazy. Please document the entire trip, not just the skiing. That's my plan, but I'm telling you, I get nervous. Like, being around someone like Abe, I feel like an imposter. I really do. I feel like a fraud. So it's like, I have a hard time vlogging with people in general, but then to be surrounded by someone as legit as Abe, it's like, But I hope, yeah. Thank you guys. Lucas X Abe Expedition. Lucas X Abe Expedition. How'd you first make the connection with Abe? The very first time he commented on my ski gear video, actually, and just said something, whatever, and then when I was in Mammoth and posted those Mammoth videos, he commented on the Mammoth videos and was like, how long are you going to be here for? And I was like, oh my God, Abe commented on my video. And then he ended up following me on Instagram and DMing me and was like, hey, I'm here if you want to come out. And that was why I knew the best thing I could do for my, not even just for the channel, for my career, for my life, is to make the rip back out to Mammoth. Like, I had just been in Mammoth. It was the holidays. I was like, dude, driving another 9 hours back to Mammoth is like, was not in the cards. It wasn't in the plans at all. But I'm like, there's no way you pass up an invitation like that. So then I went out there, and I want to say it was in a tryout in a way. It was kind of just getting a feel for each other. And so then I skied with Abe for those 2 days in Mammoth. And then when I went back, I sent Abe just a thank you text. And that's when he asked me if I wanted to go on this trip with him. So I was like, incredible. So I've been holding this in for a while. I texted Abe yesterday to make sure I could share it with you guys, and he said, of course. So I am taking the JJs and the White Walkers. So I'm probably going to be using the JJs at the resorts, and I'll use the White Walkers for the heli day. I don't have any AVI gear, actually. Making a name for yourself. Videos are great. Thank you. Thank you. The trip is Wednesday to Sunday, so 3 days of skiing. No, this will be my third time heli skiing, Jeremy. I've been heli skiing in Alaska and then Utah. But I've never been heli skiing up in British Columbia. I've never skied up there, actually. Bon with the 20, little sum for your Abe trip. His vids are dope. Thank you, Bon. I know his vids are sick. I mean, there's just no one who does it better than Abe, in my opinion. Luke is gonna land GoPro ambassador in the next few weeks. Book it. Just enjoy. I don't think you gotta produce at all. Thank you, Tony. Willie Wilson with the 5. Thank you, man. Grant with the 5. So excited to watch you blow up. We're all here for the ride. Let's go. I don't know if we're gonna blow up, man, but it's a very cool experience nonetheless. I mean, like I said, if you were to tell me 5 years ago I'd be doing this, I would tell you there's no freaking way. So, I don't know. I don't want to get too preachy, but it's just like, man, you guys can really do, you can really, if you put your head down and set a goal, like you can really do whatever you want to do, you know? I mean, I know a lot of things got to line up, but I've sacrificed most of my 20s to get to this point, and I feel like I haven't even started yet, so. $420 from Dakota. What up, Stoke Squad? Dude, I was wondering if you guys were going to make it because it's a Tuesday, not a Wednesday, but what up, Dakota? Thank you for the $420. Oh, Eric with the 50. The high priest of the Church of Stoke is taking the word of Pow Pow to the promised land north of the border. Congratulations, your hard work is paying off. All hail is Stoke Elk, king of the beaters. We need to phrase that. That was pretty good, Eric. First off, thank you for the 50, man. That is huge. Thank you for the... You've been on fire this stream, man. Thank you for the 50 for sure. But I feel like I need to frame that quote and put that, like, that's got to go somewhere. That's pretty damn good. The high priest of the Church of Stoke. But you're right, we are taking the Stoke north of the border. That's pretty sick. I'm just so stoked to, like, I'm flying a direct flight to Calgary tomorrow, for getting at like 1, and we're staying up in Banff tomorrow. It's going to be sick. Like, that whole area is so beautiful. So just going out, like, seeing the Canadian Rockies is going to be like, ooh, I'm so stoked. I'm, like, more excited about the camera gear I'm going to bring than I am my ski gear. I might not even bring clothes. I'm like, ski gear, camera gear, and that's it. Other than that, it's like I got one shirt, one pair of underwear, a pair of socks. We're ready to go. Eric, thank you for the 50, man. It still all feels surreal to me. And Xander with the 690, you're going to be a GoPro ambassador, calling it now. Oh, man. Let's just say I got more stuff cooking up that I want to share with you guys, but I want to be respectful of everything. So I don't want to don't want to overshare stuff, but it's been interesting. Yeah. Thank you for the 690. My little boy all grown up. Let's go. Thank you, Bradley. He wouldn't invite you if he thought you were an imposter. Well, I still feel like that. I don't know. It's just as weird. Scott McGee, Revelstoke is heli skiing without the helicopters. You'll have a great time. I know, I'm stoked. I mean, Revelstoke's always been a place that you see in ski movies and everything like that, so it's like... Best way to get better at skiing is to ski with somebody better than you. Exactly, DC. and just having two people that like push each other a little bit, like, oh man, this rock looks kind of cool. Do you want to hit it? It's like, yeah, I'll hit it, and then it helps the other person hit it. So even just skiing with someone's fun, but just finding someone who is like literally like, a lot of people love to ski, a lot of people love to film, but like finding that person who loves both, and like getting the shot is as equally as important as like the run itself. Like that's a very big thing that I think helps people stay on the same page, because a lot of people, if you see a POW field, you're like, yeah, let's jump in and rip it, you know, but it's like, well, wait a second, we got to make sure camera's set, lens is clear. And so Abe, that was the biggest thing I learned from Abe and Mammoth, was like he was meticulous about making sure, like, not in a bad way, but like the whole show stopped to like make sure we were set. Like he would take his camera off, set the hemisphere exposure, make sure the lens was good, and then we would drop in. And a lot of times with me, I'm like, we're out here skiing, like it's good enough, let's just drop in and get it done. So he kind of taught me to slow down a little bit in a way, but also yeah, he's truly an artist of what he does. He really is. Like, he is, the detail he puts into one shot is like crazy. The meetup is March 11th and 12th. Lou says, Lucas, you deserve this so much, man. Go into it excited and let the nerves go. You're gonna have a blast. Thank you, man. Thank you. I know. I feel like I'm super awkward socially, so it doesn't help the situation, but I don't know. I gotta just relax. How are you holding up physically after skiing so many days in a row? I'm honestly not bad. Physically I'm fine. Like, I'm healthy, and like I honestly I've skied pretty conservatively since the news to make sure I didn't have some stupid injury before this trip. I'm just super tired from storm skiing. Like, it takes a lot out of you. No visibility, like the wind. It's like it's a taxing thing being in the storm day after day after day. So, and then obviously editing at night, getting up early. I really do need to rest a little bit, but I will rest on the plane tomorrow, I guess. Congrats on your 1 million view video. I knew seeing that trigger virus. So sick. Thank you, Chris. Pretty nuts. I kept watching it. I woke up. The first time I posted, I woke up in the morning at like 200,000 views. I was like, okay, wait a second. I never even had 200,000 before. And then it just kept growing by crazy. And then I was like, 500,000. That's sweet. There's no way to hit 1 million though. And the next thing I knew, it was like 900,000. It was like nuts. Russell Scott with the 20. Thank you, Russell. Thank you, Russell. You guys gotta leave a little note though. Willie Willis, my brother-in-law used to be roommates with Abe. They worked at GoPro together. They were roommates. That's sick, dude. That is sick. Lucas will ski Canada before he skis the East Coast. Have you seen Peter McKinnon's photos in the area? Yeah, I mean, that dude makes anything look good. But I had went to Banff in 2018 in the summer, and it was like crazy. The Canadian Rockies are just like on a different level, so I'm stoked to be up there in the winter time. The weather looks pretty good. Like, it's not, I don't think we're gonna get crazy conditions like POW Day, but I honestly, I want like bluebirds so we can fly. Like, that's the biggest thing. I want to make sure we can fly. So I think there'll also be an Armada sponsorship. I don't think so. Not super optimistic about that one. Will you be heading back to Mammoth this year? It's got so much snow. I probably will not. I mean, Snowbird and Alta got even more snow, but I probably will head back there maybe in the springtime to do some spring stuff. But yeah, I probably won't head back there just because we'll be going up north now, Pacific Northwest and British Columbia, stuff like that. Yeah, I don't have a beacon. I don't have a Navi bag. I don't have any Navi equipment, so. Russell says, thanks for the ride, Lucas. You're the skiing avatar for so many. Thanks for following along, Russell. I appreciate you, man. Don't forget you need a passport to go to Canada. Thanks, Jin. I almost would have forgot it. Where's the trip? We're going up to British Columbia for a few days. We're going to Lake Louise. We're doing heli skiing in CMH, and then we're going to Revelstoke. Your Mammoth video with A was one of my all-time favorites. To be honest, that video, I came back, I was like, dude, I don't have anything for this video. I just have a bunch of headcam ski footage, but somehow it kind of came together in a way, and I think if Abe didn't let me use his footage, that would have been a rough video to put together, but those are the situations that I mean where it's like I just get too nervous to vlog, and I come away with, I don't have any other story footage, but it for some reason, it kind of worked out. The video of you and Abe skiing was crazy. You guys absolutely ripped it. It should be a good trip. Can't wait to see what you learned from him cinematography-wise. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, I mean, I'm super stoked to just rip together. And then obviously all the camera stuff and just the whole Canadian experience. I mean, it's going to be freaking nuts. Have you been practicing your grass skiing? I need to get my grass skiing down. As my sister says in the pod, we can rest when we're dead. Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, the season is, for most people's concerns, the season will be done like come March, April. So, you know, 2-3 more months of this, you can do anything for 3 months. Vlog the whole trip. We'll be with you in spirit. That's my plan. My plan is to even vlog the travel day tomorrow. Just kidding, I gotta go now. Most deserved trip. Hope you enjoy. Thank you, man. Do you have a boot and ski bag? I do. Yeah. I got a ski bag. Put everything in there. Three resorts for the rest of your life. Snowbird. I guess are the ones that I went to. I would say Snowbird, Mammoth, and ooh, that third one is tough. Snowbird, Mammoth. That's such a tough question. Oh, maybe Jackson Hole just because of the vertical. That could be a fun combo of 3. I mean, Alta deserves to be up there as well, but it's kind of the same thing as Snowbird in a way. It's a good question. What do you think the snow conditions in Utah? I mean, the snow conditions is going to be sick, dude. Like, it's snowing right now, another storm coming, like, supposed to be more snow. There's the most snow in North America is right here in the Wasatch. I mean, it's going to be sick. You ever thought of freestyle skiing? Not really, man. How do you do the chairlift shots? I usually do all the chairlift shots with the GoPro Max on a long selfie stick. Is how I do those. My favorite skier wearing the way we weave through the trees truly amazes me. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that, dude. Hi from Scotland. Sounds like you're going to have a blast. Can enjoy every moment. Can't wait to see the video. Stay safe. Thank you, man. Hello to Scotland. Guys, this has been a crazy stream. We're an hour into it, not even. I feel like we've had like over 200 people in this stream. So if you're in here, say hello, say where you're from, what's going on. All that sort of good stuff. Thanks for joining the streams. We stream every week, usually on Wednesdays. Maybe Tuesday's the new Wednesday. I don't know. The first video of you in Canada come out. I mean, I'm going to try to be doing them like how I've been doing the videos. right now, if I ski, that video goes out the next day. Like, I almost rarely have a lapse. I might not, I've been taking a day off or whatever, but if I ski, that video is going out the next day. So my plan is to do the same thing. My plan is to vlog the travel day tomorrow. The video should go out Thursday. I don't know what to expect, you know, like that's all. It's like, I can't, we have like an itinerary that they sent us, so I can't be like, oh wait, hold on, I'm not done with my vlog yet. So, you know, I'm not gonna put crazy pressure on myself if I can't get it out the next morning, but my plan, it will be nice to have a hotel with Wi-Fi, and like, I don't see why I can't go back and rip a vlog of the day. But yeah, I went to Powder Mountain today, actually. We got about a foot of snow just about everywhere, but it was kind of wet. Thank you for I've been following you for a few years now. I got my girlfriend hooked. Just bought a travel trailer. Nice, Dan. That makes me so stoked, dude. Live it up. Sick you're going with your girlfriend. Abe just rocks the GoPros. He has a Canon 5D Mark IV, but I think he really just, I don't think he brings it with him on the hill, to be honest. But guys, I don't really know much like about Abe and all that sort of stuff. I mean, that dude he's the go. Are you gonna miss Luna? I am. I feel a little bit guilty going out without Luna, but zipline poles, let's go. Will you ski Sunshine in Alberta? I think the plan is Lake Louise. I will ski Sunshine when I go back up there next month, but just this weekend, I think it's just Lake Louise. My din is about 11 to 12 on my attacks is where I found is a good spot that makes it so I can torque the binding a good amount, but will also release. But as I say, people, when they ask me this question, the din is based on your skiing level, your height, your weight, your boot sole length. So, you know, unless we're identical, make sure you get a... When I go to the ski shop, they set my dins at 9 based on the calculations, and then I turn them up to 12. But yeah, just because I run my din at something does not mean you guys should run it at that same level. So I do the shots. You are walking away from the camera. Do you walk away? Yeah, I got to set the camera up, walk, come back and get it. Vice versa. If I'm walking away, yeah, I look like a total goober. But yeah, there's no way around it. What's your din, man? You guys are... My din is like 11 or 12. But like I say, it's not... It doesn't mean you guys should be putting your din at that. Because I don't want you guys to break something or tear something because your din was too high or too low, whatever the case is. So when you go to a... This deserves a... When you guys go to a ski shop, the reason why you have to fill out that information is because they'll put that into a computer, and a computer will literally compute your din based off what level skier are you, what is your height, what is your weight, and what is your boot sole length. Basically, what is the size of your boot. They put those 4 numbers into the computer, and it spits out a din. Other than that, even when I go to Cole Sports and get my skis mounted, if I were to tell him to put my din at 12, he wouldn't do it. He said, I for a liability reason, this is what the computer told me to do. This is what the din is at. He's like, you're more than welcome to do it yourself if you want, but I'm not going to turn the din up. So I just say that because the din is the one thing that it really shouldn't matter what my din is, you know, that it shouldn't. What should my din be on someone skiing all double blacks? Again, it really has nothing to do with the terrain. I don't want to say it has nothing to do with what you do, but if you're skiing all double blacks, it sounds to me like you're an expert skier, so that's got to be in the equation. But if you're 5 foot tall and 120 pounds, your din's going to be lower than mine, so I can't really tell you what your din should be. Saw a shot where you had the camera like 200 feet. Yeah, that was an actual drone. Any shot like of that, that's an actual drone shot. Which one do I want to show first? All right, we got. All right, I'll show Xander because he's in here. Is Devin in here? DC, is DC still in here? I only have I have 5 clips, so I couldn't just show them all here. This one is from Xander. Action Xander is in the chat. Xander, maybe give us a little background of this. Xander was just up in Schweister, did his first black diamond. Looks like he had some sick POW conditions, so absolutely sick. So he sent this clip in. Rad clip, POW day up at Schweitzer. Is this a black diamond? I think, oh wait, let me see. Let's go, Xander. He's a boarder, but it's all right. It's okay. He's a snowboarder. How long did Luna? It took me about 7 months, but it's because I had no idea what I was doing. What about drone shots of Luna? I am flying it. I am flying it and driving it. Xander. Sick. We got a sick whiteout snow shower at the end of our second day and hit my first black diamond. First black diamond. What an achievement, dude. First time experiencing POW. Love the blue jacket, too. It pops nice. All right, this next clip. I hope you guys are ready, all right? This is from DC Productions, a.k.a. Devin Cross. This is a massive cliff. Look at that. Boom! And he sticks it. I'm just telling you guys, it's always so much bigger in person. That's a nice little hit, too. Snow looks great. Snow looks absolutely sick. I think this is all from Deer Valley. But this first one, dude, you know it's big when there's a sign that says cliff. Boom. You know what's crazy? When this loops again, on that first hit, someone went straight off it, dude. That thing is huge. Let's watch again. I don't think I can pause it, but when this loops, look right off the cliff. Devin kind of went to the side. If you were to go straight off that thing, dude, you would be... Here it is. Hey, dude, if you were to go right behind the sign, look, there's tracks on it. Dude, that's huge. This is a nice little hit, too. Boom. Looks so soft. Have you ever skied Snowmass? Yes, I have skied Snowmass. Once. Favorite spot run at Park City? I'm probably going to have to go with Jupiter. The whole Jupiter area I really enjoy. Run, I'm going to have to maybe say Indicator. I mean, hiking Jupiter Peak is really fun. That's a true top-to-bottom run. Six Bells is a lot of fun. But yeah, anything off Indicator I really enjoy. Yeah, it's like whenever I play clips on Starlink, it seems like that's when we start to have some issues. It's like super stormy right now too, so I heard that can affect the connection. But you know what? Starlink has been the best thing that I have invested in this season. So, all right. To be honest, I don't know who sent me these. But I had these in my saved photos. So if you're in here, that's pretty rad, but I don't know. Somehow I just got all these clips. Or these two. Some sweet tree skiing. He's got a Santa hat on, so this must be during the holidays. I went to DV last year. Was too chicken to try daily shoots. I'm a 44-year-old dad. How'd you like Snowmass? Snowmass was cool. Definitely a sweet place. I want to go back. I would not put it. I would definitely not. I like Snowbird way better than Snowmass, but it's hard to compete with something like Snowbird. Trester, can you just send me like a can you just send me like a bump on Instagram so I can find the message thread? Oh wait, never mind, I got it. Trester. Trester, so you sent me a YouTube link. If you can send me like a file that I could, if you can send me that clip just like as a video on Instagram, I can grab it. If you can just send me the video for email, I can download it. But unfortunately, with a YouTube video like that, there's no easy way for me to grab it and natively put it through Streamlabs. The higher the din, the harder it is for the ski to fall off, technically. The higher the din, the ski isn't going to release as easily. How do you like 9990? I like 9990. I just don't like... I have one more clip from Justin, and I have a clip waiting from Trester. I like 9990. My only thing with it is that I feel like the best runs off 9990, like Red Pine Chutes, Charlie Brown, you have to take 2 lifts to get back to 9990. So in terms of lappability, it's a little bit tough. And for some reason, just the whole area of Jupiter, I just really enjoy that a little bit better. But I like 9990. The more I ski it, the more I like it. Do you ever worry about tree wells? Yes, absolutely. However, a lot of the, the tree wells happen when you have big evergreens. And the branches kind of prevent the snow from falling underneath the trunk. So a lot of the trees I ski, especially up here in Utah, are aspens. You don't get the tree wells that people tell you to worry about like you would in Jackson Hole or the Sierras or stuff. But when I skied trees like in Mammoth, like I was very, very careful getting close to the wells there. But I think that can kind of be a misconception, is that just aspens with no leaves on them, the wells don't really form. You get the wells when you have big evergreens and the base of the tree prevents snow from getting underneath, so it forms like a big hole. So then you fall in, that's where you get stuck. So a lot of the skis that the trees that I'm skiing really close, there's not really tree wells in there, but definitely very cognizant of tree wells, especially when I'm by myself. What's your favorite train on the canyon side? 9990 probably. Yes, YouTube is paying all of my bills right now, Charlie. Snowbird on Thursday. Let's go, Ray. Gonna be sick. What is the best place to follow you for Stoke Squad meetup? I would probably say the Discord is a really good spot if you use Discord. If not, Instagram would work too when it gets closer. For clips, you can either send them to my Instagram, like DM me, or send an email, lucas@lucascatania.com. But yeah, just don't send me a YouTube video link just because I can't work with that really. I'd have to like download it and all this sort of stuff, and just for ease of use. Trip to Wolf Creek. I don't have any plans for it, but I should check it out. Any plans for next season? I don't really have any plans. I don't have plans right now, no. It would be cool to do like a Japan trip. But yeah, I'm just trying to get through this season for now and see kind of where we're at. Ray with the 10. Blessings to everyone. A peaceful evening. Can't wait for Kenna. Ray, thank you for the 10, man. We appreciate you, man. I am stoked for Canada. I bought my ARGs on Evo. You can buy them right now. They're like still 50% off. It's a expensive ski. You can get it for like $500, I think, because I don't think they're making those ARGs much anymore because they have the ULs. So you could still snag them from Evo if you wanted for a pretty good price. I would recommend the ULs because the ARGs are no joke a heavy ski. I was kind of like, whatever, I won't really notice it, but that ski, I mean, it's a beast. But yeah, you can get them on Evo right now. Do you have sponsors? Not really. I mean, I get my goggles and poles for free from Zipline, but that's about it. Other than that, I don't have any sponsors, no. What do you like and dislike about your job? I mean, I like that I can basically... I just feel like I'm finally living life on my own terms, living and dying my own sword, but the tough part about YouTube is that it just never, ever shuts off. I mean, it is a 24-hour-a-day thing. So it's been, it's been that. Not that I dislike it, but it's just there's just no. I mean, it just consumes your entire life. Is kind of what I'm getting at, and you know, I mean, it's sick, but it's also a lot of work skiing every day and keeping the stoke level high. Like I'm getting out, freaking rained on and everything else. Like it can. Sometimes I don't feel like talking to the camera. I'll be honest. Sometimes I'm like, man, I just want to ski, or I don't really have much to say, and it's like it's hard putting together a story every day of skiing when sometimes it feels like, especially when the stuff isn't super epic, like the Snow Basin video yesterday. I was like, man, there's just not working with a lot here, but I've worked so hard to get to a point to where I don't have to have a boss. I mean, put it quite frankly, like I just hated working for someone, and it was never in my plan to do that. So I still have a ton of work to do, and like I said, I feel like I haven't even really started. And the whole summertime and stuff, that's when stuff gets kind of hairy. But yeah, Heavenly was firing today. Do you ever rent out the house while you're on the road? I do not. I mean, my dad uses the house. My sister lives there. So, yeah, it's not really mine to rent out. When are you going to ski Alta again? I don't know. I have 2 days left, and I'd be hard-pressed not to go to the Bird with them. But I should go to Alta again. Is there a return on your Canada trip? Like, are we filming promo for British Columbia, or just like a PR move for them to get you out there and film content? Good question, Chin. And I wish... The reason why I left this part out was because I don't really know, to be honest, and I don't want to spread misinformation, but from my understanding is that the trip is organized through Discover British Columbia, like the tourism board of British Columbia, and Icon Pass. So the way Abe left it was, I'm kind of going up there to help Abe shoot footage for this. They asked me, and I think by they I mean Icon Pass, to put together some sort of edit from the trip because everything is expense. So they're like, in order to justify all this. So I think I do have a deliverable of some sort of edit from it, but I don't really know clearly what I'm doing. But Abe just said, come up, do your thing, and let's have fun. On the emails from them, they didn't have any specific content that they wanted. They were like, whatever you guys make will be awesome. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to get some clarity once I get up there more, but I do have some responsibility, I think. But at the end of the day, I'm just gonna film, and I should have what I need. Evo is definitely reliable, for sure. Evo Backcountry, I feel like those are some of the biggest sites. Curated, I'm a little bit... I think curated is fine. You know, if you want someone to help guide you through the process, I think that's could be a good option as well. I don't know too much about them, but how you like race car driving? It is the most exhilarating thing I've ever done. What is riding on the 133s like? It's like having two boats on your feet, and you just float over the snow. I mean, it was pretty incredible. I can't wait when I can use the skis again. I had so much fun on them. Why don't you take a break? Because I'm in an extremely seasonal business. You know, seasonal, I'm talking 4 months of the year that this works. And so my break will come in the springtime and summertime. I mean, honestly, in March, you can see it in the data. That March, this stuff will really start to go down. And so now is just not a time to take a break. And from earning money to growth, like the break now, I don't think will be the smartest move. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm doing it all backwards. But I just have not had really any traction in the summer, no matter how good the winter does. So you can send me videos through my Instagram or my email, Milo. You don't always have to say anything. Sometimes the surroundings are enough. I know. That's why there's been a little bit more skiing in the videos of just like, here's just some skiing. But I feel like I would need to craft a story sometimes. But Chris with the 20, thanks for the inspiration. Safe travels over the board. Remember to stop and take it on while you're up there. The trip will fly by. Enjoy the moment. Very true, Chris. Dude, thank you for the continued freaking support financially and then also on the channel, man. Unreal. And stoked to have you along for the journey. But very, very true, man. I think I will get so wrapped up in the filming and getting the shots that before I know it, I'll be on the flight back home. But just, man, like I keep saying, I mean, just freaking like going to dinner with Abe Kislevitz. I just can't even get my head around it. Did you or do you ever deal with imposter syndrome? I was just talking about this. I go through imposter syndrome every single day. I think being a creative person is like, it is a war within your head constantly. And it's like, yeah, I deal with it every day. I dealt with it today heavily because I went to Powder Mountain. There's a bunch of really good shredders. I'm like, man, I'm just such a freaking loser here with my camera. I heard them like making fun of me because I had 2 GoPros, and I'm my own worst enemy. But it's like, yeah, I deal with it all the time. I deal with it all the time. But, you know, nearly 400 videos later, I just kept putting one foot in front of the other and just doing it. But it's not, I mean, trust me, it's not like it's all sunshine and rainbows for me. Louis Catania, sponsored by the squad. Eric, thank you, man. 579. That's a very interesting amount. Ron Wilson, Tithe, Church of Stoke, sharing the bliss, little help with the baggage feast for Canada. Love you, brother. Safe travels. Ron, you are the man, dude. Thank you, man. You don't need to weekly tithe, though. I appreciate your support anyways, dude. We all love you, man. Thanks for being a part of the squad, Ron. I am stoked to share this stuff with you. Like, just nuts. Like in the comments in the summer would be a sick video. I did plenty of hiking videos. Like we went out to the, you know, Pacific Northwest, Sawtooth and stuff like that. I just think the problem is that, you know, the problem is like the YouTube doesn't recommend the videos like they do the ski videos, so they just don't get the same thing. Did you start as an instructor? No, I have not. Hope you revisit Heavenly. I know, I want to check out Heavenly. I want to check out Mott Canyon. Have you not been contacted? No, I've not been contacted really from any. The only resorts I've been contacted from are Steamboat, Deer Valley, and then weirdly Crystal Mountain emailed me. But yeah, not Alta Snowbird. But the place like that, dude, like those, there's so many good skiers up there. Like, I always appreciate the support. But yeah, there's just so many good people. My sock's been on inside out this whole day. Gee, your Icon pass for free. I did not. I didn't get any of my passes for free or anything like that. Purple with the camo. That'd be kind of crazy. First stream I've caught, found you a couple weeks ago and I can't stop watching. Hell yeah, Ethan. Jeff says, just be you and live out your dream skiing with Abe. Thank you, man. I know. That's what I gotta tell myself, but for some reason I just like, I literally get like butterflies about the whole thing. Just bought some, yeah. Usually the deals after like the New Year and Christmas are some of the best because they're trying to get rid of their stuff, so. Yeah, they are funding the whole thing. If you didn't ski Armadas, what brand would you ski? That's a good question. I don't know. I wouldn't ski at that point. Would you rather be racing cars or skiing? I would rather be racing cars, to be honest. Wait, Bond with a 50. Bond taking over the #1 spot. I'm so stoked for your trip. Love what you're doing. You're doing it, Bond. Thank you, dude. You don't need to be giving that sort of support, man. Oh man, $50. We've had a few $50 today. That's nuts. Taking over this top spot, $159.95. Bond, thank you, man. I'm trying to do it, man. You guys have this is really good, like, questions in this stream. How many skis can you fit in your rig? I can fit about 3. I mean, I could fit as many as I wanted to. The problem is I have camera gear in here. I have 2 mounts, but I could probably fit. I can fit 3 pretty easily. I'll still be around in the summer. Love your hiking. I know there's a handful of you guys who still hang out in the summer, but I'm pumped. I mean, this summer my plan #1 is racing. That's like the priority. #2, I want to be playing more paintball for sure. I think there's from like an exhilaration standpoint, it's a great thing. And I think it'd be really cool thing to vlog more. And then #3 is hiking and van life. So that's kind of my summer trifecta plan, but gotta take at least a day a week if you're doing it full time. Yep, at least. Ever skied Japan? I've never skied Japan. I'm going to Whistler February 1st. Telluride is sick. If they have some good snow, it should be pretty rad. Did you see Mr. Leahy? No, but I was looking for him. I think he just commented. Yeah, he's been MIA. He just commented, I think, probably on the recent Snowbird video and left some adorable comments about skiing. I'm probably gonna end up just blocking this dude from the channel because this is where I get in a bad spot, is when people just start to be just total jerks. So I just block them so I don't have to see their stupid comments. But I think Mr. Leahy is back. Perseverance is so sweet. Consistency is the key to life, man. Hate never comes from above. You're right, Eric. Oh, wait. Saints paintball. Holy! What about a totally artsy black and white silent ski video drop? Because why not show off a more art house style? Also, when are you going to invest in some minimal tuning gear to keep those edges for those non-powder days? Dude, Matt, thank you, man. I was literally just talking about paintball. First off, $100. Totally artsy black and white silent ski video drop. That would kind of be cool. The black and white video would be rad. And your second part, invest in some minimal tuning gear. If there's any season where we don't need to tune our skis, it's been this year so far. But I need a whole education on tuning and stuff like that for sure. Because with the amount I'm skiing now, I really should be tuning my skis more. But dude, $99.90. I see what you did there too. That's sick, Matt. Thank you, dude. And I've been on a big paintball kick, dude. I want to get a TM40. So I hope I can get those from you. I went on like the website the other day to see what I could find, but would love to purchase a TM40. Really trying to play more this summer as well. So my plan honestly is to hire someone to film, so I can get some better shots out there. But yeah, I'm stoked to play this summer for sure. And Grant Freemeyer with the 5, thank you. You're number 1. Chin, for reference, everybody on the Freeride World Tour calls Alta their home mountain. Yeah, exactly. Papa Joe's Ski Tip side channel, I love it. Papa Joe's Ski Tip Reels, that's a good one too. Are you going back to Brian Head? I don't know. It would be kind of cool to go to a storm down there. Can you tell us more about the racing? What do you guys want to know? I don't talk too much about the racing because I feel like it's almost so abstract to a lot of people, but there are a handful of racing videos on the channel. But yeah, that's already starting up. I'm actually going to be going to Sebring, Florida in middle of February. I'm probably going to be flying out of British Columbia down to Florida for a 2-day test down there at some point, but I'll be watching when you get to the top 7 stuff. I know, dude, I'm going for that win. Right out of the gate, dude. I'm not holding back. I mean, big mountain skiing or racing, like, I love skiing, obviously, but I mean, you know, you're talking about getting into a race car and, you know, ripping door to door. It's a thrill that you can't, you don't get that with skiing even. It's a very, yeah. I mean, racing was an enormous part of my life, and I took a hiatus for a few years because of some stuff that happened, but racing was my whole life from 16 to 23 years old. I barely even skied, you know. I just was a racer, so. Got to drive at Laguna. Nice. That's a great track. I was there in September. I have done some downhill mountain biking. I just get worried. It's just such an unforgiving sport that I don't want an injury to happen, but. Heading out west to Breckenville. Let's go from the east. That's sick. Love the car racing and hiking. Will you be racing in Virginia? Yes, we will. It's Southern Virginia, but we will be at Virginia International Raceway. Yeah, Mr. Lady's back. Freaking, what a turd is right. Busy with real jobs not around, but watching the video drops same day they show up. Nice, dude. Been a big transition. Last season, guys, we were doing 2 videos a week, just skiing on the weekends, and then this year it's like I'm doing all I can just to take a day off, but we need idiots like that to feed the passion. Yeah, he is just a troll. A hold of you to talk about that stuff. Should I call the shop? Should I like send you an Instagram DM or? And I would love to get your thoughts on a TM40 versus the new Planet Eclipse CS3 as well, because I'm a little bit torn. I love the Lux, but the CS3 looks pretty dope too. But have you skied the East Coast? No, I have not. Had a piece of for the first time. Less crowds in King Kong or over on Saddleback? That's a good question. I'm gonna probably say King Kong this year because Canyons has been more crowded because it's the free parking and stuff. But King Kong, I think is your better bet. It can get crowded over there, so I'm not saying there won't be crowds, but I think King Kong and Saddleback, King Kong might be a better option. Yo, Lucas K, what's up, man? Have you been heli skiing in Telluride? I have not. Tara can do merch and produce for you. Just worry about skiing. The skiing's the easy part. It's all the editing and all that stuff. That's the part that I can't outsource that to someone. That's where all the magic happens. So, is there any chance you can ski Sun Valley? I'll probably might do Sun Valley in March and probably Jackson Hole in March as well. Papa Joe shorts. No shot he hits Sun Valley. I know I don't want to hit Sun Valley, but I might be literally passing right through it, so. I've always wanted to race a real car, just way too young. I have like track records with go-karts, but never been able to race for real. Yeah, go-karting is sick. It's a great way to get into racing and stuff like that for sure. I'm in Utah. Deer Valley or Park City? That's a tough one. Deer Valley is a sleeper of a resort. I think it's a lot of fun. If you can hit both, hit both. If I had to pick one, I would probably pick Jupiter at Park City, but Deer Valley is sick. Favorite Colorado spot? Probably A Basin, Telluride, Aspen's really cool. I haven't been to Crested Butte. Missed the breakfast and dinner, yogurt, watched the visit with my mom all through the holiday. She loves you. The tree ski makes her flinch. Any interest in going overseas? For sure. Definitely have interest in it, but maybe that's something for next year. Although I think it's more about the experience. I've heard the snow and stuff isn't the best over there, but yeah, for sure would love to check it out. Are you racing GT cars or what's up? I mean, GT cars are kind of a broad class there, but I'm running what's called a touring car this year. In years past, I was racing 911 Cup cars, so a little bit more of a GT car, not quite a GT3 car, but a little bit more than a GT4 car. So, but this year we'll be racing a BMW M2 CSR. Papa Joe short sounds like a great idea. I know. See you, Xander. Lucas got time to hit Brighton or Solitude. Which I would go with Solitude, but I think that's a personal preference on there. I think a lot of people would say Brighton, a lot of people would say Solitude. I would say Solitude, but I also don't have as much experience at Brighton either. I know a 16-year-old TA2 racer for sure, dude. That's sick. 16 years old TA2. That's pretty legit. Understand you're an Armada guy, but Black Crows are Atomics. I would go with Atomics, Grant. Thank you for the 5, but yeah, I would. Black Crows or Atomics, I would go with the Atomics. What paintball gun do you use? I'm using a DLX Lux. Lux X? Yes, Lux X. I believe what happened last season. I know, dude. I'm still pissed about that. That was our chance. We were on fire at Indianapolis, and then that happened, and then I messed up the last race, and our whole second half of the season was unreal. I think we had like 5 consecutive second place finishes. Like we were just knocking on the door race after race, but Vale, Beaver Creek, Snowmass, and Highlands. Nice, dude. That's sick. Out of Smart Parts, Ion. Is that coming to... I don't know if Smart... I used to have an Ion as well. I don't think Smart Parts is around anymore. Maybe they are. I don't know, to be honest. The sport is so much different than when it was in like 2006 to 2010. You've got my cell. Feel free to call me anytime. We'll get you squared away. Okay, sick. Let's go. That last snowbird edit was dope. I'm glad you thought so. That was a fun video to put together. I was just a little bit discouraged because we didn't get that many runs in. I was like, wait, I only have like 5 laps in here. We got to make it work. People have no idea how violent karting is on your body. 100%. We've done shifter karts, and that will like shifter karts is tougher than when I race the cup car. Like shit is insane. Karting is not. Karting is no joke. This is not the year for Europe. I know. This is the year for Utah and Utah only, I feel like. Heading out to Utah. I mean, if I had to pick one, I would say Park City. Alec Allegra, man, I didn't know I could do this, but it's great to see you succeeding. Thank you for the 1 month, dude. Yeah, I'm still in Utah. JB still plays. 8 basin in Winter Park. Insane amount of snow. That's sick, Mad Maxwell. Sylvie Luke's into a proper backpacking setup. I know. If you had to choose, what resort would you go to? Palisades, Tahoe, or Mammoth? I would choose Mammoth, in my opinion. I mean, Palisades is sick for sure, especially with the gondola there and like being able to go back and forth. But I don't know. I really enjoyed Mammoth. First double black on Saturday. Let's go, Lewis. Hell yeah, dude. Congrats. Do you do any AVI classes? I have not. The only AVI training I've done is the little stuff before you get in the helicopter or cat skiing, but I don't have any gear or anything like that, no. Trip recap. We are going to British Columbia, leaving tomorrow. I'm flying to Calgary. I am doing a day at Lake Louise. I am doing a heli skiing day up at CMH, which I think is just outside Kicking Horse, actually, CMH Purcell, and then a ski day at Revelstoke. And then I'm flying back out of Calgary. So kind of a shortish trip, but the highlight for me is that I'm doing it with with Abe Kislevitz, who is arguably the number one guy at GoPro, and especially in the skiing realm as well. So he invited me to go up there with him. Do not ask me why, but he did. And it's going to be a pretty epic Canadian adventure up in the Rockies. So that is the trip, leaving tomorrow. Plan is to try to film as much of it as I can. So that's the trip. Then I come back. I'll be back Sunday. And then I'm staying Deer Valley. Like, they got me some ski in, ski out condo for 2 nights. And I'm going there. And I guess skiing Deer Valley. And then I'm heading up to the Pacific Northwest. So I used to have a Dark Angel IR3. It was so good. Dude, Angels were sick back in the day. That was like the gun to have. Favorite resort, Alta or Snowbird? Other than those, what one would you choose? I'm probably going to have to go with Park City. When you make it to Formula 1? Never. Tahoe's not so bad. 300 inches. Nice. Yeah, I mean, just plays have been getting hammered. F1 drivers think shifter carts are the real... Oh, yeah. I mean, there's nothing sicker than a shifter cart, is all I'm saying. A shifter cart will rattle your teeth. Every time I drive a shifter cart, there's muscles on my body that I didn't even know were able to get sore. Like, my jaw is sore. Some stuff in my back is just like immobile. I mean, driving a shifter cart is like, holy shit. It's fun, but it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's like you're about to get the shit kicked out of you. Is anyone skiing Park City tomorrow? I need ski friends. Who's in Park City and can ski with Lisa? I'm in Utah right now. Just got back from Park City, 86, could not keep up. Well, you also probably came at some of the deepest snow we've ever had, so don't feel too bad. But my recommendation for out west is kind of like in that 100 to 110 millimeter underfoot, for sure. And like if you're talking POW skiing, I mean, you can go up to a 116. But Pharaoh the First says, what's your favorite cereal? Lucky Charms, for sure, dude. But yeah, Greg, if you're looking for like a ski in deep snow, I would say, like Justin said, a 110 to 120 for sure is a better of a POW ski. Abe is the real OG for sure. I was just at Revy in February last year. It's insane there. I'm stoked, dude. Would you RKO Papa Joe for a GoPro sponsor? That's funny. You have any advice on linking turns and being faster on steep tree runs? I don't know if that's one question or two, but I mean, my biggest advice for tree runs is looking all the way down the run. Like you should already know kind of where you're going before you get there, rather than looking right in front of you. It's a good metaphor for life in general, but on any type of run, when you're skiing, you don't want your vision to be right down. You want your vision to be up, because then you have your peripheral vision where you can make adjustments a lot quicker. Everything seems to slow down a little bit. So whenever you're getting trees, get your vision up. Look all the way down through the trees so you can see, because you'll notice, like, even if you're looking up here, you can see the trees right here. So you're like kind of subconsciously maneuvering them. But if you're looking right here, you're going to be like, oh my God, stuff's right in front of me. So get your eyes up. Greg, it's nuking in the comments right now. I bet. It's like non-stop, dude. It is just not stop snowing for like weeks. I work there and never see him. We've crossed paths a few times, but if Snowbird is 10 out of 10, what is Snow Basin? Snow Basin, if Snowbird's a 10, I would say Snow Basin's a 6. Maybe a 7. Snow Basin's rad. Empire's great, but the Mayflower lift has some great runs too. Very true. That is very true. I should venture over there. $116s last week. It was also for powder, but a lot of work on a hard pack. Yeah, that's why you just kind of slide. We don't really carve on 116s. You just kind of shimmy your way down and act like you're carving. What skis would you recommend for an intermediate skier in Utah? The Nordica Enforcer 104s is what I would recommend to you. Best pizza place in Park City, Devanza's. Best day of your season so far? Probably one of those Park City days over New Year's was just so incredibly deep. I mean, the Snowbird POW days were sick too, but I mean, that one day they opened up Jupe, we had like 40 inches of snow, was pretty nuts. Andrew Mitchell, the whole plan is to go up to Whistler and ski the entire Powder Highway east to Alberta. So we will be going to Whistler. I don't know about the other ones, but anything that's on the Epic or Icon Pass or the Indy Pass, we will be hitting up. So Ski Holic, $9.99, and next week will be epic for sure. Thanks for taking us with you on the journey. Love it. Love it. Justin Bayola, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, Justin. Sick footage. Looks beautiful up there. How do you prevent fatigue from skiing all the time? I mean, I've always stressed the importance of working out. I mean, you know, I just feel like I have a lifestyle that's relatively healthy and fit. I think if you try to get in shape during ski season, you're already way too late. So, I mean, if you don't work out, I suggest working out. But, I mean, I get tired. It's not that I don't get tired, but I never know how to answer that question. Like, how do I don't know, how do I recover? I don't really do much of anything. I mean, I try to eat well. I try to get some sleep, but I mean, don't be a, you know, it is it's an exhausting thing to do, man. So don't be hard on yourself. But I think a thing that, you know, I'm trying to do this to, at the end of the day, also make money. So it's like, you know, work is work. So it can kind of just don't really have another option. But the more you ski, the easier it gets. And don't forget, I've been skiing for 25 years of my life, you know. So it's. But I also will have like an active rest day, right? Like not every day I'm going out to like ski my face off. I mean, some days I'm skiing, but like I'm not. It's a chill ski day, I guess. This hat is Armada hat. It's dope. I can untie this and like these things go over my ears. How do you stay warm in your van? The van is very well insulated, and I have a heater. All right, I got another clip. I got a late submission here. I'm gonna see if I can get it. I was waiting on it. Can I get it? Come on, Starlink. Don't let me down. It's not looking good. Wait. I'm trying to download a clip. How do you film yourself skiing from the front? My 360 camera on a big selfie stick. Rewatch an old video at Snowbird where Papa Joe introduced you to Cousins. Oh, yeah. That Cousins actually coming out Thursday. I'm kind of bummed I'm missing it, but you know what? This trip is going to be sick. Going to Alta Bird soon. What zone should I hit? For the bird, I recommend anything. I mean, anything off High Baldy's pretty sick. Anything off the Stoke is sick. And anything off Gad 2 is pretty sick. Mineral Basin's fun. I've never been a huge Mineral Basin fan, but Mineral Basin has a lot of cool stuff as well. Dude, at the Bird and Alta, you honestly can't go wrong. I feel like I just named the entire mountain. The Cirque, Baldy, Mineral Basin, and Gad 2. That's about all there is at the Bird. Mizzy Fizzy. What skis do you recommend for on the East Coast? I thought that was going to say West Coast. I don't know. I need an East Coaster to help me out. Document your whole trip, plan it multi-part ski venture, then after you could put them all together. That's honestly my plan. Do this clip, 30 minutes to download it. 45 megabytes. I think Elon is saying no more. But yeah, my plan is to do like individual stuff, and I would love to put together like a more of a cinematic one-piece video of it, but turn your Canada trip into one long 40-minute epic video. That would be cool too, just like one mega vlog. Quick recovery is youth. I'm not that young though, so yeah. You packed for this epic trip yet? To be honest, I'm not packed a single thing. My gear is still wet from today. And I'm telling myself I'm still gonna put out the video from today tomorrow morning. So that's gonna be interesting how that's all gonna work out. This clip I don't think is saying 52 minutes now. So I have a Garage Gang photo, trip recap, and then that's probably it. Then I gotta go get my stuff together. Papa Joe says the key to better skiing is to condition for fitness off the snow so you can focus on technique. Try jumping rope or going for walks preseason and off days. Are you going to ski at Big Sky, Montana? And also, does Big Sky have cliff drops? I'm sure Big Sky has cliff drops. I don't know. I might be there in March. I'm not really sure. First POW ski choice outside of Armada, probably the Ben Shetler 120. Dude, it is so windy out. Am I live or am I dead? I feel like I died. You could see the clip. How was that reframing? It was a lot better, dude. I digged it. I dug it. It didn't have as much of like that wide distortion in your hands and stuff in your skis. Are you gonna ski in Big Sky this year? I'm not sure. Maybe in March. Everything about chopping the hair. Not chopping it, but I do need to get a trim. I'm young, but God, doing some of those double black runs just makes me so tired. Hey man, it's work. It's exercise. It's supposed to make you tired. Okay. All right, yeah, this part of the stream is no longer rated PG. In the future, can you make a 10-20 minute compilation of all your best ski clips? That would be cool. Maybe at the end of the season, I can put together everything. Although I probably forget where shit is. Dude, the amount of effort you put into all of this. Thank you, Teddy. I put just about everything I have into this YouTube channel at this point, so we're all in. Thoughts on Black Crows? I think they're cool. Yeah, people seem to like them. I've never used them, but next addition to Luna. Next addition to Luna is probably some lights for mostly for summer stuff, but yeah, I need some better lighting for when I'm on forest roads and stuff. And I would love to change my battery bank. I've been saying that, but probably no additions here in the wintertime. Oh, actually, the biggest addition is a new suspension. I want to put a whole new softer suspension on it so I can do some more off-roading with it. But I'm also debating selling Luna, building another van that's four-wheel drive for next year, but I can't get rid of Luna. Is Liv going to watch Luna while you're gone? From Jeff. I'm actually going to bring Luna to the airport and leave her at the airport. So Liv doesn't have to deal with Luna. Please do the cool art at Big Sky. I want to do it. It looks gnarly. Let's go, Garage Gang. Damn, this wind picked up out of nowhere. Garage Gang. Dude, this is a sick crew. Definitely had some people on the chairlift talking about you putting in a lot of work. Oh man, that probably wasn't a good talk, man. Can't get rid of Luna. If you get another van, she goes to a museum. I know. Part of me's like... But yeah, but the sale of Luna would go towards buying a four-wheel drive van, which are not cheap. But it would be extremely hard for me to get rid of Luna. You have an Icon Pass. I do have an Icon Pass. Where are you heading off to? Heading off to Canada for now. How long are you in Canada for? I'm going for about till Sunday. Wednesday to Sunday. You seem to hit Park City a lot. Do you like it more than Alta, Snowbird, Brighton, and Solitude? I like Park City more than Brighton and Solitude, but not more than Alta and Snowbird. No way. To be honest, at least Park City you can at least get to. I mean, right now the Cottonwoods are such a nightmare that it's kind of been tough. But the biggest thing is I only have 7 days to Alta Snowbird, so I can't just go to Alta Snowbird every day, or else I likely would. But yeah, I just don't. I only have an Icon Pass. So, but yeah, I do really like Park City, but not more than Snowbird and Alta. Dude, this freaking weather I feel like just completely changed. Airing down's a great, much cheaper option to get another van. Very true. Airing down would definitely help. The problem where this the van sucks is like hitting any sort of bump. It's so stiff that it just can't absorb any of that. So that is where a new suspension would help. But you're right. Airing down would be a good first step. Watching your dad put on change was a cool feature. Instructive. Your neighbors gunning their engine and spinning their tires, and you holding your tongue spoke volumes. I was not necessarily super supportive of their method of getting unstuck with a front-wheel drive car, especially because they kept sliding down the hill, and I was like waiting for them to run into Luna. But, you know, they made it work. But it's crazy how I just feel like some people just aren't prepared up in those conditions. But, you know, it all worked out. I was surprised she's two-wheel drive. That's what she's been able to do. Yeah. She's been great in the snow. I mean, good tires, a lot of weight over the rear axle, and then there's so much torque on the low end in the diesel that as long as you keep moving, you're honestly pretty good. The place where I'll get stuck with Luna is if it comes to a stop on a hill, then Luna will start to spin. So it's like even when I'm in traffic, like I try to space myself, so I just slowly crawl. I mean, she'll crawl up stuff kind of no problem, but it's stopping and having to start on a hill where I run into issues and we'll have to chain up. So did you ski when you went to Hobart? Not really. I didn't really ski much in my 20s or my young 20s. You wouldn't be getting rid of Luna, just upgrading to Luna. Yes, exactly. Yeah, the cold temp's what we need. Is Luna diesel? Yes, Luna is diesel. Alright, so, last few minutes here, then I gotta bounce. We got Dakota, the ringleader. Lots of paraphernalia going on down here. Look at that, we got a nice little tray. A random power tool mixed in there. We got Pharaoh. Pharaoh looks like he's on a silent rave or something. Like he's in his own little universe. Just ripping with the torch. We got another garage homie here. I don't know if we've ever seen this homie before. The table looking mighty fun. That's kind of cool. And some more garage homies. Garage dogs. Absolutely lit. Fit to screen. Dude, we love that the garage gang still showed up. It wasn't the usual Wednesday stream, but Dakota made a point to hop on, man. And for that, we love you guys. What's the cream colored thing on the TV? Good question. That's why this is not rated PG anymore. So, guys, the trip, I'm heading out to Calgary tomorrow. I'm flying out there. Got to pack up, all that sort of stuff. Should be pretty epic. That's about all I can say. So, videos will be coming as I can make them. Follow me on Instagram. That's a good spot to see more of, like, real-time, behind-the-scenes stuff. Other than that, appreciate the support, guys. Another amazing stream. We hit a record today. I think we had over 300 and... I think we hit 300 viewers, which is a record, or something. 300 something. So, yeah, love you guys as always. Take care. See you guys tomorrow in the next video.